Did Saudi trolls help Johnny Depp win battle with Amber Heard? That's the troubling question raised by a months-long investigation which analyzed 1 million tweets, many of which trashed the actress's reputation, and bolstered his. On the surface, they look like genuine Johnny Depp fans. Their social media accounts are filled with pictures of the Hollywood star, and they tweet up to 20 times a day, praising Depp and trashing his former wife, Amber Heard. Amber is an abuser and a liar, claims one. She's a traitor. Another says, Heard disgusts me, adding, Johnny is innocent. He's a legend. Except these accounts aren't run by genuine fans at all. The evidence suggests they're controlled by paid, human trolls, with links to the Saudi government. In 2022, Depp, 60, won a defamation case against Heard, 37, after a U.S. jury found she had made up allegations of domestic abuse against him. Depp's victory was a stunning comeback for the actor. 2 years before, a UK court had reached the opposite conclusion, with a judge finding that Depp had abused Heard on 12 occasions. Before the US trial, thousands of pro-Depp accounts sprang up on social media. Heard's team suspected someone had hired bots, automated accounts, to attack her and defend Depp, but they could never prove it. Yet were they right after all? For months, I've been investigating whether Heard was subjected to an organized trolling campaign and, if so, who was responsible. The results are released today in Who Trolled Amber, a 6-part podcast for Tortoise. We have found evidence that, in the run-up to the trial, more than 50% of all the tweets that criticized Amber Heard were inauthentic. That means they either came from bots, which are automated accounts able to pump out thousands of messages a day, or paid trolls, real people hired to post ugly messages online. We examined more than 1 million tweets, the first large-scale analysis of its kind. The results suggest that bots and trolls played a significant role in turning public opinion, certainly online, against Heard. Daniel Maki, a former spy who tracks disinformation campaigns, told me, "There's a 0.1% chance this was all organic, occurring naturally without external output. There's no way that this was all organic. I'll bet you $1 million. As well as anti-Heard trolls, we found pro-Depp accounts, with links to Saudi Arabia. Today, these accounts tweet in English, but I found hundreds of earlier, now deleted tweets from the very same accounts, all in Arabic. None of them mentioned Depp nor any other celebrity. Instead, most praised the Saudi regime or its authoritarian ruler, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, often known as MBS. Saudi Arabia has a long history of using bots and trolls to promote its rulers and disparage its opponents. The regime even ran its own troll farm in the capital Riyadh, where workers were paid $3,000, £2,400 per month. The Saudis are masters of online disinformation. Was it merely a coincidence that pro-Depp accounts on social media came from the country? Perhaps not. Authoritarian states, including Saudi, have to have a means of controlling social media. Mark Owen Jones, an expert in Middle Eastern disinformation, told me. The Twitter accounts you've identified exhibit indications of a rented bot network or a for-hire propaganda network. Why would people in Saudi Arabia want to spend time and money secretly supporting Johnny Depp online? Well, you might have read recently that Depp and MBS have developed a bizarre bromance. Depp has visited Saudi Arabia on several occasions, staying on the royal yacht Serene, a 439-feet Italian-made craft with 7 decks, a submarine and a snow room, and praising the country for its blossoming film architecture. According to Bradley Hope, the author of a book about MBS, no subjects are off-limits between the two unlikely buddies. They even discussed the murder of the journalist Jamal Khashoggi in an operation led by Saudi operatives in 2018. MBS assured Depp that he didn't personally order Khashoggi's killing, a conclusion flatly rebutted by America's CIA. So, what's in this friendship for Depp? The answer is obvious. The actor, whose Hollywood career has badly faltered, has an incentive to stay pals with the prince. His two most recent films, Jean du Barry and Modi, have been partly financed by millions of dollars of Saudi money. But Depp is important to Saudi Arabia, too. Under MBS's Vision 2030 plan, the country is investing hundreds of billions to transform itself into an entertainment and sporting hub. Securing Depp as an advocate of Saudi film is a big PR coup for the regime. What they both believe to be a lifelong relationship has begun, Hope told me. I think we'll be seeing Johnny Depp go to Saudi Arabia a lot. In 2018, after the Khashoggi murder, thousands of Saudi government-controlled bots flooded social media with messages playing down the killing and praising MBS. The bots became so widespread that experts came to call them the flies. Bradley Hope examined the pro-Depp tweets coming from Saudi Arabia and told me, "It looks like these are from the flies. These are the Saudi Ministry of Flies accounts." However, this doesn't mean that MBS sat down and personally decided to unleash the flies against Amber Heard. Somehow it became known that MBS had a new fascination with Johnny Depp and that he wanted to help him in some way, Hope theorized. Somebody gets the idea that this is the agenda and it becomes a sanctioned message to send through the flies channels. Attribution is always tricky in cases of online disinformation. Today, almost anyone can pay for bots and leave little trace of their actions. But the startling implication of what I'd found was that Saudi government bots had been tasked to support Depp and troll his former wife, thereby helping to influence public opinion at a critical time for the fallen Hollywood legend. The Saudi link is far from the only troubling discovery I made while working on Who Trolled Amber. I asked two data experts, Johan Chen, of New York University, and Kai-Chung Yang, of Northeastern University, to analyze our database of 1 million tweets about Depp and Heard. They found numerous examples of inauthentic activity in this vast dataset. These included bot networks in Thailand and Spain which tweeted large numbers of pro-Depp messages, fake pro-Depp accounts that used AI-generated profile pictures to provide a veneer of authenticity, and even accounts that worked together to coordinate anti-Amber hate. That's what we can report. Thank you for watching this news. Don't forget to help this news office channel by liking, comments, sharing and subscribing. We thank you for your support.